Hello everyone. In this session we are to learn the what is ion selective electrode. For this ion selective electrode we have taken as a glass electrode as an example, and you have to see the what is the construction, working and applications of this glass electrode. Let's begin. First, ion selective electrode. Ion selective electrodes, these are the electrode which responds only certain specific ions and ignoring the all other ion present in the solution, as called as an ion selective electrode. Means these are the ions will be response only specific ion and ignoring the all other ions present in the solution. Means if you are take this container, the container consisting of the mixtures of the solution, that is NaCl solution and the HCl solution, like that. If you take the electrode and put into this mixtures of the solution, what happen? This electrode only responds to the H plus ions and ignoring the all other these ions present in the solution is called as an ion selective electrode. For this ion selective electrode we have taken example as the glass electrode. Now we have to see the what is the construction, working and applications of this glass electrode. What is glass how we have to construct? Means it is a glass electrode consisting of a long glass tube. It is a long glass tube with very thin valved bulb at the bottom. It is a very thin valved bulb at the bottom. Okay, then this glass is made up of approximate composition of 72% of silicon dioxide, 22% of sodium oxide and the 6% of the calcium oxide. Okay, then this special type of glass, it is a very special type of the glass. It has very low melting point, high electrical conductivity and can sense H plus ions. Okay, that's why it is a special type of an glass. Okay, the bulb is filled with, here we are seeing that this bulb is filled with 0.1 molar HCl, in which it contains the silver chloride. Here we are seeing it is a silver chloride. Electrode will be dipped in this solution containing 0.1 molar HCl. Then the electrode is dipped as an internal reference electrode which provide an external electrical contact. Here we have taken the silver wire, it is an act as an external electrical contact. Okay, what is the construction? Means it is consisting of a long glass tube. It is a long glass tube, platinum, and then there is a thin valved bulb at the bottom of the glass tube, and we have taken this bulb is filled with the 0.1 molar HCl, and to this solution we have dipped the electrode, that is silver chloride electrode, and after that we are this wire is connected to this silver wire is dipped into the solution. It acts as an external electrical contact. Then after that we have to write the cell representation of this glass electrode. Here we are taken AgCl and HCl and the glass membrane. This is how we have to represent the cell. Okay, next we are moving to the working. What is the working of this glass electrode? When the glass electrode is dipped into the test solution, if you take the glass electrode is dipped into the test solution, it is a glass electrode, it is a test solution. Okay, the Na plus ions of the glass membrane, means here the Na plus ions will be present. See, here the Na plus present in this glass membrane and the H plus ions will be present in the test solution. Here the H plus ions will be present. There is the exchange of this Na plus and the H plus ion will be taking place. Means this Na plus ion present in this membrane and the H plus present in the test solution. The exchange they give the, it is Na plus ions will move on to the test solution and the H plus ion will move on to the membrane. Mean exchange of ion will be taking place. Here the Na plus ions, whatever it is present, it will move on to the H plus ion, where the H plus ion move on to the membrane of this test tube. Okay, after that how we have to represent it, the cell membrane, means you have to take and this is an, here the cell glass membrane, here it contain the HCl, that is an unknown concentration. Here we all know that the known concentration of the HCl, it is a 0.1 molar HCl, it is an unknown concentration. If you calculate the boundary potential, how you have to calculate the boundary potential? Means if you take this a very thin glass tube here containing an acid. It is contains a 0.1 molar acid. It is immersed into this test solution. Okay, you have to immerse this into the test solution. The potential is developed across this membrane. Here the potential, here in this place potential is developed across the glass membrane at its interface is called as a boundary potential. This is called the boundary potential. Then the boundary potential is given by E2 EB is equals to E2 minus E1, where we all know that by using Nernst equation, that is 2.303 RT divided by NF, you have determined the glass electrode. That we have taken A2 is equals to C2 concentration, E1 is the C1 concentration. Here it is present as C2 concentration, it is an totally C1 concentration. We all know that the C1 concentration, that is equals to 0.1 molar. That's why we have taken this whole term, that is minus 2.303 OT divided by NF log of C1 is equals to L, because it is a constant we have taken. Then after you have to substitute here in this place L, and as it is you have to write this whole term. Then after EB is equals to L plus 2.303 OT divided by NF log of H plus. Why the log of H plus means, because here we are taken the unknown test solution, it is an containing an H plus ion. That's why we have taken it is a log of H plus ions. Then after that you have to substitute the values. 2.303 into R is equals to 8.314, real gas constant, and the T is equals to 298, temperature divided by N is equals to 1. We have to substitute 1 into F is the 96,500. Finally we are substituting all those value, we are getting the 0.0591 log of H plus. Okay, after that we all know that the log pH is equals to negative logarithm of the H plus ion. Now we have to want the log of H plus ion, that's why we have to take this minus into this side. We are getting the final equation, EB is equals to L minus 0.0591 pH. It is the boundary potential. Then the after that this glass electrode consisting of three terms. The glass electrode Eg is the glass electrode potential, it consisting of the three terms. One is the boundary potential, another one is the asymmetric potential, and after that the here we have taken AgCl electrode potential, means the silver electrode consisting of the three components. We will see here the potential of the glass electrode Eg as a sum of the three components. One is the boundary potential, second one is the asymmetric potential, third is the potential of the internal reference, that is AgCl. That's why we have to return the equation Eg is equals to Eb plus EAc plus AgCl. We all know that the Eb we are derived this Eb value, that is equals to L minus 0.0591 pH. You have to substitute in this equation. We are getting Eg is equals to L minus 0.0591 pH plus E asymmetry and E internal reference electrode. Okay. Then after that we are substituting the value of Eg. We are take the L plus electrode potential of the asymmetric potential plus E of internal reference electrode AgCl is equals to Eg naught. We have to take this three component is equals to Eg naught. Finally we have to getting the equation Eg is equals to Eg naught. Eg naught is that these three components L, ESA and the AgCl minus 0.0591 pH kept as it is. This is the final equation of the glass electrode. Okay. Next we have to see what are the applications of this glass electrode, means it can be used in oxidizing and reducing environment. Okay, this is mainly used in, and also it is mainly used in the pH determination of the solution. We are determining the pH of the solution by using this glass electrode. It is a main another applications, and it can be not easily poisoned. Okay, like that standard hydrogen electrode, it does not easily poisoned. It isn't simple to operate. These are the main applications of this glass electrode. Next class we have to see the how we have to determine pH of the solution by using glass electrolyte and the electrolyte concentration of the cell. Thank you.